Good evening and welcome to the stream. Tonight we are going to be streaming some Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy. This is the new one that was just re-released for PlayStation 4. It's got the first three Crash games in it. I say first three because it does not have any of the racing games, which makes me very sad. I loved... I loved Crash Team Racing. It was probably my second most played racing game, first of which being Mario Kart. The original Mario Kart. Loved that game, would beat my cousin at it for days. So we are literally right at the beginning of the game. I went through the opening bit. Oh, cool. I didn't die. Yay. I have inventory? Oh, that inventory. I'm like, what? That wasn't in the original. Alright, so that's jump. That's spinny. That's that. What was the ground slam? There was a ground slam. Don't know what the ground slam was. I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point. Alright, and Aku Aku mask. I always used to call them Tiki masks when I played this way back in the early 90s. So there are some differences between this version and the original version. Not actual story-wise, of course, but the actual mechanics are slightly different in the point that in the original version, it was done back in the early 90s, like I had said, so some of the game mechanics were a little harder to work out. To get them to be what they actually should be, because as we can see, his body is shaped very triangularly. So to get the actual physics of that was a bit more difficult on a PlayStation 1 game, which is what these originally platformed at. They were PlayStation 1. Alright, great. Aku Aku number 2. My little masks turned golden. Little face dude. The face dudes are lives. And Wampa Fruit can produce... Wampa Fruit are the peaches in the corner. They're much more prevalent, actually, in 3 when we get there, because about 75% of the way through 3, you'll get what's called a Wampa Cannon. Which actually does deplete your stash of them, but it is a mighty beneficial little weapon. Alright, so we are about to get a shiny thing. I always check to make sure they didn't add anything in these little crevices, because you know what, we might not have had all the tech back in the early 90s, but we sure knew how to hide stuff. So as I was saying, with his more triangular shape, back in the early 90s, everything was very boxy. His actual landing position was as a box. Which, cool. Really cool. But physically inaccurate. Alright, there's still actually technically 10 boxes to get if we choose to go the other route, which I'll come back and do at a later point for total completion, primarily because I like seeing them get hit with the boxes. This stream today is called Too Many Boxes, and this is precisely why I'm notorious for... I don't get everything the first time. I will eventually go back and go for that 100% completion. But right now, I just kind of want to get through. I did not actually get to save before doing this, which I believe this game autosaves, or at least it used to. Oh, no, it doesn't actually. So let's go ahead and... yes, it does autosave, but you can actually force it to save as well, which I'm going to do because, well, safety. Safety of saving. Excellent. For the backstory for this, because there is not a huge amount of story to this. The backstory is very simple in entropy, or entropy, depending on how you really want to go with your science and philosophy in this. Entropy was trying to create a super soldier using a Bandicoot. Why a Bandicoot? It is not explained. It never will be explained. Don't want it to be explained. It would just be weird at best. Anything up there? Kind of weird that I can jump on this and there's nothing up there. Same with this one. Maybe I can't get up there. Alright. TNT. The triple mask that I'm using now when it's over my face and the music changes to that awesome bongo, it means that I am currently invisible. Or, not invisible. Invincible. Except to those. Gravity. Gravity is bad. We don't like gravity. I am notoriously good at gravity. I do see a little bit of what was being said about the issues with him being more triangular now. His landing mechanics are just ever so slightly different, which isn't a big deal. It will take a little getting used to. But, you know, that's the fun of replaying a game like this. I haven't actually played this game since college. Whereas that one of my roommates and I actually beat this entire thing in a week because we are insane. Alrighty. Alright, the metal boxes here cannot actually be broken. The TNT I stepped on, you can step on it and it won't explode. It'll start a countdown. If it gets to 3, then it will explode. Or if you spin it, it will automatically detonate. There's another one that'll come a little later that is nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide, well, it's not as friendly. If I had a gem, I could do a thing here, but I don't. The one that I'm bouncing on, you need to bounce on in order to get the full amount of its contents. Everything else you can spin and get everything. There we go. Woohoo! Got my life back. Awesome. I have no life. Let's not lie about that. Alrighty. Jump. And whack. And I got one of her, which gives me 2 of her. If I get 3 of her, I get a bonus level deal. So, getting 3 of her is awesome. Oh, you jerk. Oh, that's gonna be this side of a nightmare to get. Alright, so let's see if I can die with some style here. I did not get it. I think we're just gonna leave that one right alone. Yes, I should have spun that one. I didn't. Bad me. Whee! Now, if I was really crafty, I could have killed them with one of the boxes. Oh! Pineapples. This is one of those games that, yeah, you die a lot in. That's just... it happens. It's frankly not a big deal. The levels are short. They got nice checkpoints in them. It's not a big deal. It's not like you have to restart 10 levels prior or whatever. I save neurotically. I save neurotically, so frankly, it's never a huge deal. It's just one of those things of, man, really, I didn't make it again. It's more of a frustration thing at that point, you know? Oh, he did a little happy dance. So happy that he got to kill me. What a lucky thing. Badger, I'm gonna say. We're gonna say Badger. I know I've been doing a lot of J-Star streams, which are quite fun. I just wanted to do something a little bit different this time. I am testing out a new microphone, so if anyone does pop in, let me know if you can hear me alright, or a little better would be the absolute perfect point. This way I can actually do this without wearing the headset, which is kind of nice for me. It's just kind of a plus to me. The microphone itself is Blue Yeti. It's really nice so far from what I've seen. We're going to be crafty with these badgers. Yeah, like that. You don't actually get points for killing things. You mainly just kill them to get them out of your way. He's a little dangerous. Alright, cool. I at least got a life back there. Yeah, see, we're already doing trick jumps, and honestly, that's one of the easier ones. Woohoo! Got all 4 of her. 3 of her. Blech. I do not remember her name. I think it's like Cindy or something. She's in the other games a bit more. She's also in CTR a lot. I can't stand her in CTR. Granted, I don't really use Crash in CTR either. I generally, once I unlock him, I tend to use Whipperoo. Who is actually a boss in this? He is a wonderfully insane blue kangaroo who, well, I think wonderfully insane covers it pretty well. Ah, shabibble. On the plus side, that got me an achievement. So, you know, there's something there. I don't even know the proper terminology for what that is at the moment. But I'm sure we will figure it out together. Wow, I died on that jump a lot when I was younger. Ah, cool, I only missed 6 that time. Nice. Alright, level over. Booyah! I missed 6 boxes. He looks so sad every time. It's awesome. Sorry, needed a drink there. Alright. On to continuing. Loading the Wampa Isles. Now, none of these games are terribly long. They're all quite fun, though, and depending on how many times you die, they get exponentially longer. Again, we're just going to be intelligent here and throw a save on that. It still has a picture of the classic memory card. Awesome. Yeah, you can see I'm already at 4%. I've only done 2 dungeons. Or 2 levels. Now, they do start getting exponentially harder. Like, you even saw a couple more tricky jumps in that one towards the end, where you had to do the jump, then avoid 2 of the rolling things, and then another jump immediately after. Which, I'm not gonna lie, as a kid, that was hard. Took me quite a while to get that. This level I remember quite fondly. I believe this is called The Wall, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Yes, yes. There we go. Great. Glad I got him. Turtles you can actually use as ammunition against other things. If you do it more intelligently than I just did. Great! That can kill you if you time it wrong. So there's that. Oh, and there's a monkey. Ah, come on. So close. So close. Yeah, and if you do what I just did, you do lose half the Wampa Fruit because you just winged it away from you at top speeds, 'cause, you know, not paying attention. Woohoo! Got an extra life there. Yeah, I don't do a lot of side-scrollers like this. They're generally not my style, but Crash was one of the first games I played. Crash and Mario. So, you know, it's one of those things that there's some level of nostalgia to it. Come on, flip back. There we go. There's a level of nostalgia to it. It is legitimately just a fun game. Until that happens. On the plus side, you cannot die from fall damage in this game. You know, unless there's nowhere to fall to. Which is good, because we wouldn't be doing well right now. Alright. We're going to do this a little bit more intelligently this time. Awesome. Apparently there are a few other nuances between this and the original. I don't know what they are, so, you know, we're going to find that out together. Checkpoint! Safety net! Monkey. Just not going to be able to get that box now. Yep. Alright. Thorny thing. Thorny thing. Thorny thing. Boinky. Second one of her. Great. Forgot about that dude. How do I get past you? I don't know how to get past him. Like that. Not entirely sure what I did there, so, you know, that's gonna be fun. That almost went terribly badly. That green stuff, if you didn't see, makes you travel a little different, which isn't great. It kind of wants to bring you back down whichever way it's sloped. This is a special little bit. Cool. Managed to get her again. Way to be. This seems to also act as a second checkpoint when you do get it. Yes, there are ways to get all of those. I am not dumb enough to try for that last one. I got 3 lives out of that. Wonderful. That's certainly a lot better than what we were doing. Oh, and we're right at the end, too. Ooh, I don't like how that functions at all. Yeah, that was a little rougher than I remember. 11 missed. Ouch! Oh well. Oh well. Always next time. Always next time. There is one gem on this island that I need to find. There's also an Ankh. I can't remember what the Ankh does. The gem opens up all those little invisible pads we've been seeing the outline of, which allow for bonuses and hidden paths and things. I don't remember how to get it, though. I do remember in the older... Oh, it does actually. It tells you the name right up there. There's, that one's Boulders, which is a lovely, lovely little thing. This next mission, if I recall correctly, involves running for your life from a giant boulder. It's a lot like, there's a, not really a hidden spot, I guess, but kind of more out-of-the-way spot in Resident Evil 1, where you have to run down a corridor from a boulder. That's this entire level, while dodging and jumping and weaving and swaying and collecting Wampa fruit, because you're a hungry Bandicoot. No one knows why. Apparently the skinny jeans just aren't doing it for him. He needs to put some weight on them. Maybe Wampa fruit burns calories. I don't know. It's also, you'll notice I have to come towards the screen. As soon as I come out of this little alcove, it begins. Alright. Are we ready for disaster? You can even see it there above my head. This is gonna get ugly. It allows you a little leeway to screw up, but not a lot until you come into one of these areas. They do tend to give you a decent amount of fruit and stuff in this, though. Until you, completely leave it on the ground back there. Because I am foraging for the other critters that are not big enough to forage for themselves. No, it does not count if that thing gets the goodies, sadly. There we go. Wonderful. 12 more Wampa fruit and I will get another level. I've so far gotten 14 out of 16 boxes. That's not saying that's the total number for the level. That's just the total number I've encountered so far and either gotten and or missed. In this, you're generally safe if you follow the fruit. Yes, I am completely guessing as to where these pads are. Woohoo! I got the crystal! Yeehaw! Apparently it did more or less count them. There was apparently a key, though. I've got a key. And if you have played CTR, you will know that line from Ripperu's boss course. He is the boss of level 1. He is not here, though. Here, the boss of Wampa Island. Okay, is it just me, or is the Aku Aku mask just kind of like floating there, staring at us in some sort of creepy way? But the boss of this island, who I'm getting to actually much faster than I expected, is Papu Papu. Papu Papu is a boss like many others. He's really not that hard of a boss. Once you get his mechanics down, it has been, again, last time I fought him was in college, so probably about 10 years. Alright, so water bad. And yes, those lily pads sink. Great, I remembered that correctly. And that's a tiger fish that wants to attack me. I don't know why. I didn't do anything to the fish, but apparently it has other ideas. Ooh, I did not see that fish. Bad fish. I think there is actually a way to kill the tigerfish. I think you can spin them, but you've got to be really good with your aim on it, and if you're not, you'll die, and it's just not always worth it. Woohoo! I was crafty on that. Alright, so let's leap into the giant mouth of Venus flytrap and see what happens. Great, I got 2 of her. Let's let the fishies hit the floor. Yes, that was a reference to the song Bodies, if you recall it. And if you don't, you're not missing much. Okay, so they have a tail. Wonderful. Why is that one purple? He must go more frequently. Yeah, he goes a lot more frequently. Alright, so I see there's 2 outlines of gem things over there. But I see they're only outlines. I have the crystal. I would think I'd be able to do them, but again, as they're only outlines, and this actually is 2 checkpoints, I'm not feeling overly comfortable with that. So we're just going to let that be. I've seen some videos of people who can do these so well. I am not one of those people. But of course, we still will try. I actually got all of it. Woohoo! Woot woot! Did not expect that goodness to happen. Once you activate those, they do count for your box totals. So if you're going for 100%, that is something to be insanely aware of. I only missed 4. I don't even know where they were. I did not see any that I missed. So clearly there was at least a deviation there. Or, honestly, this game is really good at hiding things. When my friend and I played through this in college, it was... there were 3 or 4 platforms just on this first island that are completely invisible. There's no outline, there's nothing. Ooh, he is the boss of the island, so we are going to do a quick saverino there. And I've been watching way too much Simpsons today. So he is the first boss of the island. His name is Papu Papu. Alright, let's see if we can go Papu Papu. Loading, loading. There we go. That is Papu Papu. Oh good. He's angry. Alright, that's how we... Oh! Forgot about his spinny thing. Alright. If you land on him wrong at all, it does kill you. You have to hit him 4 times in total. Maybe 5. Yeah, 5. Ooh. There we go. Alright. Boss 1 down. He is the easiest boss by far. He doesn't shoot any rockets at you. He doesn't throw nitrous oxide at you. He's a great guy, really. You kind of barged in on him while he was napping. I'm not great after being woken up from a nap. I get his anger. He probably needed some coffee and everything would have been fine. Alright, so now we can go to Rolling Stones, which is creepy as hell. Or we can go to Coco's Time Machine, which I don't remember what does. I do remember to save before doing anything. Alright, 13%. Let's see what Coco's Time Machine does, because I don't remember. Sure you want her to join your adventure? Not particularly. Okay, so apparently Coco can come do things as well. That's interesting. I don't remember that from the first one, but it doesn't mean it wasn't there. I'm guessing if it's anything like the way that the older Donkey Kong games were, Donkey Kong had certain abilities, Diddy Kong had other abilities. They both had their own strengths and weaknesses. So I'm guessing it's kind of that sort of deal. Maybe you need her for the crystals. It's certainly wouldn't be the first time for something of that nature. Let's make sure there's nothing back here. There is not. Cool. Let's kill that dude. See, and right there, how when I spun him, he took out a lot of these boxes, but left the fruit. That's a way that you can use him to take out enemies for you. Which is useful. Ooh, almost did not make that jump. Made some of these jumps just a few too many times. I don't know what he does. I don't remember him. I know he was there. I do remember that he was there. I just don't remember him being effective. Ooh, lost my mojo. Checkpoint. That got much luckier than I had anticipated. I don't know if those counted or not. There's 87 boxes in here. Oh my. And I'm going to say, yeah, they may have counted. Now, as we progress through this, we're actually going to start to see where these platforms here, they will start sinking. And yes, moving side to side as this one is. The sinking is far worse. Side to side, I don't care about. The sinking's a legitimate problem. I should not have made that jump. I am amazed that I didn't die in that one. Or I could just jump on his head, that's cool. Spinning kick. Ah. Alrighty. Oh, that's gonna be a fun jump. Wait, did I see something up there? Yeah, there is no camera angling in this game either. This game came way before camera angling. Sweet, got her again. I'm not normally this proficient at getting these bonus zones, but sure, why not? As I recall, and this might be inaccurate, when you die in a bonus zone, you do not actually die. And we're about to find out. Yeah, alright. Cool. Can I do it again? Oh, I can actually try it again. Sweet. Oh, that was the part I was concerned about. I don't know if this jump's possible now. Yeah, it wasn't. You had to complete that bottom section to make that jump possible. I'm going to try this bonus section one more time. If I don't get it, we're just going to kind of move on with some semblance of grace left. I missed one. I don't like that I missed one. Not really cool with that. I'm not going to be able to make that jump to get it. That's disappointing. Of course, is the first one that doesn't have one just sitting at the end. Ah, well. Still got one life out of it. Alright, so based on what we just saw a couple minutes ago, this one that's more of a yellowish green hue as opposed to the mossy green hue, this is one that's going to collapse. I think I handled that better than anticipated. Oh, so you need 3 of him too. Interesting. He seems to be far more hidden than she is, though. Oh, great. Alright, so I got... Wow, I missed a lot of boxes on that one. There must have been... Oh, I'm wondering if it's counting all the boxes from the second bonus zone as well. The one for the guy whose name I do not know. Oh, and for anyone interested, Coco, the one with the time machine who we can switch with, is not the same as the girl at the end of those levels, who's the one we're trying to save. This is very much a your princess is in a different castle kind of game. The older one is who we're trying to save. That is not Coco. Coco is actually his sister, who's supposed to have some like genius level IQ and whatnot. She's also friends with the tiger. Ooh! I recall this one. I get to ride around on a piggy. I really meant to save, but you know what? I got 17 lives right now. It doesn't matter. It will be fine, I am sure. Stop being judgmental, Aku Mask. No one likes a judgmental Tiki Mask. No one said he was intelligent. Ooh! Alright, so apparently I need to avoid that dude. Cannot kill him like this. Which I did such a stellar job of there. Little dude moves pretty quick. You know, I said that thing about the 17 lives and this being fun. Oh, apparently I had more than 17. Oh. They really want you to be on your toes for this one. Apparently I needed another cup of coffee today. Oh, that wouldn't have even killed him. I mean, the pig probably wouldn't have been happy, but realistically, he's just pre-bacon anyway. I got the box. I think that should count for something. At least we got the box there. Oh, come on. I jumped over that dude like twice. Alright. You literally cannot just be out of that guy's way. He moves so rapidly. Yeah, because I even tried being all the way on this side this time, and no matter where you are, he's filling that space. You have to jump him. Means you should be able to jump both of them. Except that other dude is on a slight hill. I've gone through like 8 lives already on this. Dang it. Oh, we got further that time. I mostly understand at least what I need to do and where I need to be with this. So that's helping. I have to jump early on him, and for this guy I need to be all the way over there. Boink onto the drum. That guy I didn't get yet. Clearly. Come on, man, I landed on the drum. Down to 7 lives. I must have to jump him, too. That must be the only way to do that, which is going to be pretty much a double jump, because I have to jump him and then jump... I jumped over him! I have to jump him, and then I have to immediately afterwards jump onto the barrel. Okay, why didn't it not work those 2 times? That's interesting. It should have. There we go. Apparently you can't jump him. Interesting. You'd think this would be easier as they all follow the same exact patterning every single time with absolutely 0 deviation. They're not able to deviate from it. Yep, it's my fault. I need to stop trying for that second box. I'm going to have to go 1 box down on this. Yes, there is a way to do it, obviously, or it wouldn't be here, but I am rapidly running out of lives. I started this at, I think, 19, actually. And I am now down to 2. Almost 3. Perfect. New checkpoint. Can't jump. Is that a pig on a stick? Yep. I just tried to do that again. I will eventually learn. After failing many, many times. Because what's the fun in learning if you don't screw up a bunch at first? Okay, so that pig you have to go under. The first pig you have to go over. Interesting. Kind of hoping that I can get through this level before I die. Nope. Oh, last life. Oh. That's why you always get every Wampa fruit. I so would have had that. Third pig, jump. First pig, jump. Second pig, don't jump. Third pig, jump. If there's a fourth pig, I'm going to guess it's a don't jump. Must have jumped too early. I think that was it. Yeah, we'll give her a retry. Sure. I know the basics of each section at this point, so this should go a little bit smoother, we're gonna hope. I still want an explanation of why a Bandicoot's riding a hog, but you know what, we're gonna just kind of ignore that and assume it's for the same reason that he has sneakers and jeans. Yeah, this is one of those levels that you really don't want to miss the checkpoint on. I made that same silly mistake. Alright, so I have 3 lives to live. Make that 2, because that jump mechanic is so touchy right there. You either clear it by a hair, or you do not clear it at all. It's not... There is no give on that one. Did the same mistake again because I wasn't thinking of that guy. I see a box and I just instinctively want to go for it. It's something I truly blame Mario for. I don't even know what I was thinking there. Try this here again. There we go. Checkpoint number 2. Under that pig. God, plan that jump just perfect. That's another one that there's no grace period to. That was me being dumb. Game over. Well, maybe it's time to call it then. I'm gonna say no, and I think we're gonna save up for the day. Don't think I saved after that last level, thinking I had plenty of lives going into this on, so, you know, there's that, but, what you gonna do? The levels are nice and short, frankly. Each level's 3 to 5 minutes. It's... Oh, and actually it's starting me right there. It didn't make me redo Rolling Stones, so I can actually just go ahead and save now. Yeah, the last time I saved was directly after Papua Papua. Alright, cool, so I'm 15% of the way through. Again, we see this is actually a pretty short game. I've been playing for just about an hour, and 15%, so it's roughly 5 or 6 hour game. Portal 1 may actually be longer, given reference point, but, you know, there's that. So, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope everyone was able to hear me just a little bit better this time. let me know what y'all want to see in the future. I do plan on continuing with J-Stars. I'm going to throw this in on occasion, and maybe a few other things here and there. I hear some Devil May Cry calling me in the future. That one I might need to censor things, or flag it as explicit, because there's just a little bit of cussing in that game that I can't actually edit out because it's in the actual game. But, so there we have it. And Tales of Berseria is going to be an ongoing thing as well as I go through, and that one I'm trying to actually platinum, so that's going to be an ongoing thing, but it's going to be a little bit in the background. Hope y'all have a great day, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you again next time.